wearing a jacket inside a car.
Yeah, yeah. So in today's franchise movie of how we have not killed Tom Cruise 6, this is Mission Impossible. This is number 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I can't keep track of these movies anymore.
Yeah, so it was Mission Impossible, then 2, then 3, then Ghost Protocol, then Rogue Nation, then, yeah.
So like,
this one, Fallout.
Like, boy, howdy, I sure hope you were paying attention to the story in all of those.
Everyone except number 2.
We don't pretend number 2. Wait, like, number 2 never fucking happened.
That's what this movie wants you to think.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my point. Now, granted,
more like we'll explain that reference a little bit later.
Yeah, that's right. This is definitely a case where, like, I had to really think fucking hard about what happened in the last movie, because I didn't realize how much I forgot until the movie demanded that I remember. And I'm like, fuck, what happened?
All you gotta remember is that Rebecca Ferguson and the villain and Alec Baldwin were from the 5th movie. That's really all I gotta remember.
I don't know, they're asking me, like, I had to remember, like, what the Syndicate was, and, like, how that fell apart, and, like, how the whole anarchy thing, and that the fact that the other girl was, like, an MI6 person, there was a double agent. I was like, fuck, I forgot so much from the last movie.
I just remember that she was...
And I liked the last movie.
Yeah.
But
I just remember that she was the assassin in the yellow dress.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I just remember you sure we have that? That's all our...
that's coming back to me now. Fuck, I forgot about that sequence entirely.
Yeah.
So, like, I just remember looking like, how old is he now? As I'm watching him, like, shimmy, reverse side, like, up a pole.
50-something.
God damn, that man doesn't age. So overall, yeah, this movie's really good.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's still more or less what you expect, except with the expectation of you remember the plot from the previous movies, which, let's face it, is not the reason you watch these.
Thankfully, they did make the plot a bit more engaging this time around.
They did. I will give them credit where it's credit due. A couple of cop-outs where they were kind of teasing they were going to take like, kind of this issue I had with Unjust, which is apples and oranges, but it's more like when they tease, they take a big risk and do something really ballsy, and then they totally, I mean, you know they're going to do it, but they totally cop out.
Yeah.
Like, perfect example early on, and this is early on, so I'm not giving too much away. When they do, like, the whole...
Oh, yeah!
Which, it was a fun reveal, but also it's kind of like, yeah, but how great would it have been if they actually did that?
Yeah.
Because they tease this whole thing where, like, something horrible happens because of something Ethan Hunt does in the beginning of the movie. Oh, hello.
Hey, we're illuminated now!
Oh, great. The nuclear bombs went off. Fuck.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah.
I can't do the rest of that song.
Oh, yeah.
Or start saying the song you started singing halfway through that. I was like, oh, that fits way too well.
Which one?
I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane.
I forgot I did that.
Because every time I cut back to him, every other time in that sequence, that's all I could think of was that song. Henry Cavill singing sadly in a helicopter in the background.
I'm more than a bird. I'm more than a plane.
But not like just the standard song, like Radio Shack covering that song.
Yeah.
So it has a bit more...
I'm more than a bird.
Yeah, that more of that muffledness to it.
More than some pretty face standing outside the rain.
And I was saying, God damn it, that fits way too fucking well.
Did I ruin that scene for you, or did I make it way better?
A little of both. Because let's face it, as soon as Henry Cavill showed up in this movie, we just immediately started making Superman jokes. Because it's hard not to, because let's face it, oh man, I kind of hate to say it, and I thought he did fine in this, but Henry Cavill's not that great of an actor. I think we're at the point we kind of have to, like, we have to say it. And I've liked him and stuff, but yeah, even in, like, Man of Uncle, which movie I liked,
yeah,
he gets A for effort.
It's also like, I kind of think of him like The Rock. It's not that he's a good actor, he's just a really charismatic one.
I would argue The Rock can act. Then again, I think The Rock has more charisma than Henry Cavill does.
Yeah.
Like in fucking spades.
How can you not like The Rock?
It's really hard. There's got to be one hater out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah. Well, Tyrese Gibson's a whole other thing. But anyway, so yeah, this I think a lot of this movie is definitely helped by the fact that you kind of go into it knowing that Tom Cruise is fucking crazy. Yeah. And does a lot of his own stunts. So every major sequence that happens, you do have an extra of, oh, fucking shit. That was not a soundstage.
Like the helicopter.
Like the helicopter, yeah.
I remember showing you the featurette on that one. It's just like, crazy son of a bitch.
Like, or it's like, no, I fucking believed he just climbed up up a fucking helicopter and flew it to the point where I wasn't convinced he wasn't ad-libbing those signs where he's like, okay, I can do this. I was like, I don't think he's acting. I think this is the first time he's done this.
See, that's what happens when you get the first take. You get that legit nervousness that really screams that's appropriate for the character.
Every single screams, I could have died.
Yeah. Right. Oh, you're talking about the second take. What? Oh, that's why his Twitter's been so quiet.
Oh. I'm sad now. That's they released Tom Cruise died horrifically. They just waited until now to finally break the news.
Yeah, we've come to bear the bad news that Tom Cruise has passed. Oh my God, when did this happen? About 5 months ago.
Oh my God, the most horrifying thing that could have happened in this movie is if after all of that, and it cuts to black. And all you see, like, before the credits even begin, is in memory of Tom Cruise.
What the hell, man?
2017. And everyone in the audience goes, wait, what? And everyone starts crying. Oh, God. It'd be so horrifying. Fuck.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. I mean, like, even this story, like, as much, like, the story isn't, like, the best, and it's, like, it's pretty predictable as far as, like, these stories go.
It's a lot like Uncharted. They're more like vehicles for the set pieces.
Yeah, the set pieces are great, and that's why you go see these movies. And But you know what? For everything else that's involved, like, it's still a really well-made, predictable plot. Like, it's got great cinematography, great camera work, great action, great acting.
I love the quieter moments, too.
Yeah. And again, that kind of led into one of the other cock-teasing moments where, like, oh, man, it would have been great if they actually did that in one sequence in particular.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was talking about. It's like, oh my God, are they actually going to do this? Because this is actually, like, really kind of dark for the series, and I don't think they've ever, like, done this kind of thing before. And then they don't.
At the same time, the way they did what he did, kind of a spoiler.
Yeah.
They have shown Ethan Hunt's imagination in the previous movies.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's unprecedented or that it kills the movie, but it's like, man, how great would it have been if they did that?
No, I agree.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep interrupting you there.
But it's like, so something like, I'm okay with it, but yeah, it could have been way better.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, like they said, like, yeah, we're like on movie 6, we're on some fucking balls. Let's just do this. But no, they don't. I mean, granted, though it's the way it actually does get resolved, it's still pretty damn cool to watch. So at the same time, you kind of want to look past it.
For a movie titled Fallout, there is not a lot of fallout.
That would have been great, though. Again, it would have been so good if they did that.
Because, basically one of the main things that drives this movie is, like, the psychological component of Ethan Hunt. And they basically make him Batman.
Yeah, and they even kind of had the monologues in there, like, if they were together, he wouldn't be out there to save the world.
Oh my God, this is Batman versus Superman. This was the Batman versus Superman we needed.
Well,
and Superman went evil.
Henry Cavill is bland in both. He's better in this, to be fair. But because at least when he scowls or gets like the wide-eyed look, you fucking believe it. Like even the part with like the helicopter chase, which is in the trailer. By the way, it's fucking phenomenal. Just the part where they're doing like a fucking like Jaws, but in clouds.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. There you
It
go.
also kind of reminded me, though,
It's just like just Henry Cavill's face of fuck. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
God, sorry, I'm just imagining the Danny Elfman score in the background.
Yeah, I can see it. When Alec Baldwin comes in, Princess starts playing.
Don't worry, I know how to solve this. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. No? Well, shit.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get a little spoiler territory, but we have to talk about that Alec Baldwin scene.
Oh,
The most adorable fight scene I've seen in the last decade.
Oh my god, we were both laughing
And
so hard.
I know we weren't supposed to laugh, but it was just so adorable. It's like when a 5-year-old brings you like a crappy crayon drawing and says like, "Look, I made an owl."
Yeah.
Good job. I'm gonna put that on the fridge.
Yeah.
Good job, Alec Baldwin. You tried to fight Henry Cavill.
And like you tell Cavill just, just Henry was just like, yeah, no, stab.
It's like in Princess Bride when you had what's his name versus Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah. Oh god, why am I forgetting every actor's name now?
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, all I remember is Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah, well, sure, we'll go with that. It was more like just punching him and like, bump.
Yeah. Oh god, why am I still forgetting that? I forgot that actor's name.
You can always IMDb it.
Oh my god, I kind of forgot everyone's name except for Andre the Giant. And Wallace Shawn.
Don't worry about too much.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're not talking Princess Bride right now.
I know, but that was gonna drive me insane. I'll worry about it later. Freaking IMDb.
So yeah, I mean, like, I don't really have a
Mandy Patinkin, sorry.
I don't really have a whole lot to say about
Yeah.
this movie. So much, it's pretty much what you expect from it.
Yeah, a lot of fun with a bit more, like character depth to it.
Yeah, and it kind of comes into the fact that like I'm not disappointed that they didn't do more, but I was like, there's so much potential that they didn't use.
And that really would have driven the title home.
It would have, and it would have added, like, I feel like added more stakes to the matter.
Yeah.
The fact of, like, it really drive home the fact that they fucked up, and this is the consequence of them fucking up.
Yeah, they've had kind of more. They've done a better job showcasing that in some of the other movies, I think.
Yeah, I would say 3 probably did more with that.
Yeah. 3, 1 to a certain extent.
See, I've never seen the original, oddly enough.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not the best one, but it's not the worst.
Okay.
That still goes to 2. It's a serviceable movie.
Okay.
And also, that was the first one. Ving Rhames. I think he's the only one that's been in the entire series. Now that I think about it. Because Ving Rhames was in that too, alongside Tom Cruise.
And Vin Rhames was Luther, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Outside Tom Cruise, of course.
Yeah.
But there's something I was gonna say. Like, I'm like, Henry Cavill, I think, works pretty well as a foil here. Although, again, he's not the most interesting character. Like, they kind of try to build up that, like, this gadgets versus brute force thing at the beginning, but they kind of drop it halfway through. So it kind of So I don't know if they were like trying to do that thing that kind of Expendables 3 did a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Or they were just kind of just comparing styles. I'm not really sure. So that was kind of confusing.
I think it was just a style type.
That's kind of what I got, because that's what I heard going into it. So I was kind of expecting more of that.
Oh my god, I just realized they cut the part in the trailer where, remember the part in the trailer where, like, Tom Cruise is basically barreling right into another truck in the car he was in?
No, that was in there.
Really?
You mean like when the truck hits the police car?
No, it's the one where you see, like, he's about to, like, go, like, T-bone a big rig.
I don't remember that part from the trailer, but you think I would. I've seen that trailer enough fucking times.
Yeah, watch it and you'll see. I just realized, huh.
Yeah, it's one of those things that probably just
come to think, it's like, how the hell would he have gotten out of that?
I don't know. After a certain part of the screenwriters can only do so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Or editors.
And of course, supporting cast great as always. Ving Rhames, Ferguson.
I just realized that if the line was a little more off, we look like we're totally wearing the same shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Totally random fact to point out, but now it's like, yeah, we're twinsies! Yeah. Anyway, you were saying.
Yes, oh yes. I mean, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson.
Everyone's great. Yeah, and like
villain, also typically pretty two-dimensional.
yeah, I mean,
I
I completely forgot he was in the first one and last one, so like that kind of shows you how memorable he is.
Yeah.
Except he does have a cool voice.
To be fair, that's always been kind of in the case where they've never really had the best villains.
I would argue Philip Seymour Hoffman was a pretty good one.
He was solid. I mean, because
because he still has he's still leading the best scene in the fucking franchise.
Yeah, because he played a character that effectively knew how to get under people's skins.
Yeah, and again, that interrogation scene with Tom Cruise, so like not only one of the best scenes in the series, but also one of Tom Cruise's best acted scenes, period.
Yeah.
So like that's like I remember him more than a lot of other villains. I remember 4 was barely in the movie, so he was like it was a cliff note.
Yeah, it was more of once again vehicle for the plot for the set pieces.
Yeah,
the characters.
And then that one knew it. Because that was a Brad Bird movie. And like he basically knew, it was like, yeah, you're not here for the plot.
Yeah. First one is also pretty interesting. Although since you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, well, it's one of those ones I'll eventually watch. But yeah, so this is a case where like it's good. It's what you expect from Mission Impossible movie.
Arguably might be one of the best ones of the series. I'm not sure if it's
as far as stunt work, I would say yes. As far as stunt works go, because again, there's some fucking impressive stunts in this movie, and it goes to show you that the power of practical effects is still not lost.
Yeah. So, and like I said, the psychological element also a nice bump because they really haven't had anything like that in the movies for a while.
Mm-hmm. So there's stuff like that's nice to see. And I was like, just push it a little more, bigger.
And that would be great.
That would push.
Oh, and the fight scenes are pretty good too. Especially the bathroom fight.
Yeah, and again, we got the Henry Cavill like shotgun fists.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm giving anything away. He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious the minute he walks in, like, oh look, there's a villain.
Yeah.
He has the villain scowl and the villain mustache.
Yep. Oh god, what else was funny? Oh, it was kind of funny seeing him get knocked down a peg every now and then too, like when he basically gets messed up in the Halo jump.
Yeah. And the final sequence was really intense too, like in the snowy caps. That's saying.
Oh, we had so much fun with that one.
Yeah. Too. Yeah. Guess he didn't get off the hook after all. Most, I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot. It's a punerific scene. It's a very punerific scene.
Guess you'd say he's hooked on a feeling.
Yeah.
Pain.
Anyway, but yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
I mean, is there anything else worth talking about?
Pacing is also really good, despite the fact this movie's 2.5 hours long.
It didn't feel 2.5 hours, which was nice. It knew what it was doing.
Yeah, it's like, it felt very precise in the way, like, everything flowed.
Yeah, and, like, that's what's kind of interesting about this franchise, just kind of in general, is the fact that it's surprisingly not labeled as the dumb action franchise. It kind of is, and a lot of that goes into the production value.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say just how seriously they take it, because I've seen dumb action movies take themselves way too seriously, but this one kind of strikes the good balance of self-awareness mixed with just enough artisan quality.
Yeah.
To put not much, but just a notch above the generic stupid action movie. In a way that's actually just impressive how they can pull that off and without seeming pretentious.
Yeah.
So for that, it gets a lot of props. If that makes sense. I know that was kind of a lot of gobbledygook, but because that's always like someone points like, why aren't these considered like dumb action movies? They're like, yeah, why aren't they? And the more I think about it, because that's kind of what they are.
Because it's smart about how it uses it.
Yeah, it knows how to disguise itself well. That you think you're seeing something smart until you really stop and think about it. It goes, no, it's not. It's really not. But god damn it, it's not if it's not entertaining.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like, I'd say it's dumb if it's inane. I mean, like, clearly there's thought, like, it's not, it's just very lean.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It's like, it doesn't, there isn't a lot of filler in there, and like, most of the stuff, it's like, well, arguably, maybe some of the psychological stuff is kind of filler, but at the same time, like, they used it well enough that it definitely helped elevate the character, at least. Mm-hmm. As well as kind of showing like how everyone works together.
Yeah, I mean, but that being said, you can only really say Ethan Hawke has like a deep character. No, god damn it, Ethan Hunt. God damn it, Ethan Hunt only really has a major character in the third and like the third movie and this movie.
Yeah,
everyone else he's kind of just generic Tom
Yeah.
Cruise character.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
Oh.
On to the trailers then?
Yep, trailers.
LOL.
Let's see. We got a lot of trailers. Let me see. That first one we got was for Operation Finale. Finale, whatever.
Oh, yeah. The one
The Ben
where...
Kingsley Nazi movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one looks pretty good to me.
That's a wait and see for me. I'm curious because it has a pretty good cast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ben Kingsley, unfortunately, he's one of those guys where, like, he is good, but if you just pay him and he can show up in anything, because remember, he was in Blood Rain.
I don't think that's fair for this movie, though, because this is clearly not trying to be a simple cash-in.
Yeah, I know. I'm
And
just
based
saying...
on the trailer, I can tell Ben Kingsley's trying.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying that, like, he's definitely an example of, like, not always the best quality, although thankfully for the most part, his choices have been pretty solid lately.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, Ben Kingsley's probably at a point in his career where he can kind of be picky about what he wants to do, especially after Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
You get some of the Marvel money you know, to be able to do whatever the fuck you want. So I think it's going to be good. I have high hopes for this one.
I need to look more into who the people making it are.
Fair enough. Then we got Mile 22. That one, not so much.
Yeah.
That's the Marky Mark movie by the guy who keeps making those overly patriotic disaster movies or tragedy movies.
Really?
I think so, isn't it?
I gotta check this out now, because I'm a little curious.
Because it's same by the guy made Lone Survivor, and he also made like Patriots Day.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So like that's kind of why I assume Marky Mark was in there to begin with, because he's in all those fucking movies.
Yeah, that, Oh, that was Lauren Cohen. No wonder she looked familiar.
Who's that?
Maggie from Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
Peter Berg.
Yeah, Peter Berg did all those kind of movies.
Yeah. Remember he also did The Kingdom and a couple other ones. I mean, he can be a good director sometimes. It's one of those, but
I mean,
I
they're
don't...
not bad movies, necessarily, so much as it feels like exploitative.
Oh, Ronda Rousey.
Oh, god damn it. Tell me she's not in this.
Okay, I won't tell you.
God damn it! Fuck. Like,
Burn it! Burn it to the ground! Ah!
Like, I got an argument with someone at Comic-Con about Ronda Rousey, and saying, like, they should have got her involved in, like, Captain Marvel somehow. And I'm like, no! She can't fucking act! Did you see Expendables 3? He's like, well, she was good in Fast and Furious. She was there to punch things!
Yeah. She only said 2 lines.
Yeah. It's like, they could have got her as a body double or something like that. I was like, that is such a dumb idea.
Ugh. It's like,
So many reasons that's a dumb idea.
yeah. It's like, I think Ronda Rousey's gonna be better than the proven Oscar-winning actress. Oh, that hurts.
These are the same people on Instagram I see that always go like, because it looks like the comics, that means it's gonna be good. And it's like, no, you fucking idiot. I don't say that because I don't do those fights on the internet, but it's what I think really loudly.
As long as they think Teen Titans is gonna suck, I'm fine. Titans.
I was gonna say, isn't that movie actually supposed to be pretty good?
Yeah. Sorry, I meant Titans. Because, you know, fuck
Batman. That fucking trailer.
Oh.
Oh man, that one's particularly baffling. It's like, hey, what gritty property do we have that we can make? What property do we have that is very popular that we can make dark and gritty and like I don't know, maybe we could do like another Batman or even Swamp Thing. I feel would like be more akin to like a darker tone.
Yeah.
Hey, what about Teen Titans, the super colorful one involving robots, aliens, and a green man who can turn into animals? Let's make that dark and gritty.
Because it worked for Superman, right?
Don't even get me fucking started. I'm working on another script about that, by the way. God damn it. And we're back to Henry Cavill. Or Cable. Is it Cable or Cavill? I don't know.
Cable.
Well, whatever.
Cable. Speaking of which, he also played Two-Face.
Spoiler.
Oh, God. It's like we can't shake DC from him! What the hell, man?
You can't get off the hook from DC. That would make sense for people who have seen the movie. That was what that was at the end. Justice League 2! or whatever they're doing about that. I don't know. Maybe make a cameo because it's Shazam movie for all I know.
Apparently not.
Well, who knows?
It would be good though.
Anyway, so that was that.
Oh yeah, Girl in the Spider's Web.
I just don't think this looks that bad.
Yeah, the problem is, I will admit, I'm probably based on the fact that the first movie, which to be fair was a remake, done by David Fincher and had pretty damn good cast. I think it was like
There's Daniel Craig. I remember that.
Daniel Craig and I want to say Rooney Mara. Yeah, Rooney Mara. God, they had some other awesome people there, but it's just. It just looks a little cheap in comparison. That's the best way to put it.
So I never saw the first one, so I'm kind of going there with a fresh perspective.
Yeah, I just can't remember what it was. Like, I think I looked up who was making it. It's just like, nothing about it is giving me a good sign. Like Venom.
I'm gonna make a video about that in the next couple days. So
Nice.
I'm saving my thoughts.
You saw that new trailer?
I did. It was a turd in the wind. Now, to be fair, there are some things I like about it, but I have a lot more concerns.
Did I miss Lakeith Stanfield in that trailer or something? For Girl in the Spider's Web?
I don't know. Did you?
Oh, Fede Alvarez is directing it. Okay, I'm interested now.
What did he make?
Don't breathe.
See, there you go.
Yeah, it's like, okay, never mind. I'm back on board.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Also, the Evil Dead remake. But still, don't breathe.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, never mind. I'm down again.
Speaking of down and things you didn't think it would be, Glass. Man, this is like the first Shyamalan trailer where that didn't induce a groan in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm like it's shocking to say it in 2018, but I'm actually really excited for a Shyamalan movie.
It's the Shyamalan-assance.
I'm pretty sure not the first one to make that joke. But
I know. I'm pretty sure I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
yeah, but either way, like, apparently Shyamalan just needs to make more superhero movies.
Yeah.
That seems to be his niche that he's really good at.
I'm more than a bird.
Okay, not Superman. God, no. Fuck no. That being said, a Shyamalan Swamp Thing movie. That might actually kind of work.
I'd be curious.
Atmospheric, you get a lot of cool visual elements in there.
Or better yet, we have him do a Batman movie, and the twist is Batman was Joker the entire time dealing with a true mental breakdown.
Now actually, that'd be kind of interesting, because I mean, like, it was secretly like an origin story for the Batman Who Laughs. Have you heard of that character?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that's continuing too.
Yeah, they're bringing that character back, which I'm good. Like that character, like, it's a really good character, and that's what I'm glad they're bringing back.
Ow!
But no, Glass looks really good.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, James McAvoy, no matter what you give him, will act the shit out of it.
It's like Schizo McAvoy versus superpowered Bruce Willis and teaming up with evil Sam Jackson's like, hell yeah, I'm in.
And you get the effort of Samuel Jackson plus James McAvoy to cancel out Bruce Willis does not give a shit that he's had for like the last decade.
You'll want to root for the bad guys, probably.
Sounds like the bad guys teaming up.
Yeah.
Which just makes me wonder what other kind of villains and characters you can make in this universe, though. That's kind of the brilliant part of it. It's like, all right, good for you. You redeemed yourself remarkably. Speaking of redemptions,
Yes.
Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Oh God!
Please let us talk about how amazing this trailer is. I have good faith in this movie. I think it's gonna be great.
I have high hopes.
Mm-hmm.
Then
again, I like the last one. It's a different director for starters. Let's be fair. Second, I like the last one more than you did.
Yeah. And like, I do realize, I know I'm technically in the minority because I know that movie got good reviews. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, the complaints were the same across the board. Like, no matter how much I like the movie, we all have to agree that the main character in that was dull as ditch water.
Why would you get rid of Bryan Cranston?
Even Bryan Cranston said that recently that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, like, everyone's kind of on the same page as far as that goes, but like, there's other parts I was like, I was still perfectly fine with it. But no, this one, For one, looks like it has character more personality
Yeah.
than just the one they had in the last movie.
Yeah. Hooray, we got Mama Bates with Kyle Chandler and Eleven.
Yeah, I'm fucking down with that. And not to mention, like, the visuals look absolutely gorgeous. Mothra looks amazing. So does Rodan. King Ghidorah, for the brief glimpse you get of him, are...
It's like, excuse me, I must change my pants.
When I saw that and when I was sitting at Comic-Con, I practically did.
Oh, you saw the trailer on the big screen there?
No, I was waiting for Jason Momoa to come out, and someone was like, dude, the trailer for Godzilla's out. I was like, oh, sweet. Because it came online the same time the Aquaman trailer did.
Nice.
So I was watching that while I was sitting down. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It was a good day. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm also wondering, it's like, how is there gonna be a world after this movie? Because it just looks like everything gets fucked.
Yeah.
Between Rodan flying over everything, just in the entire city, just blast in an instant.
Yeah.
Submarine gigantic, like, Sharknadoes everywhere, from what I could tell. Anyway, it looks fucking fantastic. I can't wait. Then we got Bumblebee.
Which we've talked about a few times.
Yeah, looks better than it should, quite frankly.
Yeah, like I said, director of Kubo and the Two Strings, that had me hooked.
Yeah. And then I kind of walked in the tail end of this. We also got a trailer for
Overlord, a.k.a. Wolfenstein if it was a movie, and may possibly be tying into Cloverfield, according to rumors.
Yeah, so I didn't really catch much of that trailer. What do you think of that one?
We'll wait and see.
Your optimism is contagious. And the last trailer we got was for Alita Battle Angel.
In 3D! Oh, that's what we could have talked about.
Oh,
Yeah, 3D was not worth it for the showtime. It was the earliest thing we could catch.
I mean, like, there's some cool... the Halo jump scene was pretty good in 3D.
Yeah, there were a couple moments, but for the most part, it's like...
Yeah, you don't really spend money on it.
Yeah.
But,
that and a certain thing involving the helicopter after it made a touchdown.
Yeah, without saying anything else, yep. But yeah, anyway, Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, this is the Comic-Con trailer.
Yeah.
That's another wait and see for me.
See, it has the same CGI effects as Ready Player One without the excuse that it's a video game.
Yeah.
And that's really distracting whenever it cuts away from her from the CGI eyes to Christoph Waltz just being himself.
Yeah.
And that discrepancy just, again, it comes back to, like, well, if you're going to use this with CGI and it looks this cheap, why not just make it animated?
Yeah, that's a lot of people saying. And, like, I get the point, because the fact is she is not supposed to be human. I think the Uncanny Valley is supposed to be intentional, but...
But it's not really Uncanny Valley, because the CGI is just not very good. And, like, real life, I'm not saying it's not detailed, or it's not well designed. I'm saying it's just, like, when you compare it to real people that are actually there, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And that's really distracting.
Yeah. And that's something I agree with. Like, it's not that it's bad CG, it's just, it stands out.
It's bad, and then it doesn't blend at all.
Yeah.
And again, and when the movie actually comes out, that's going to be a huge fucking problem.
Yeah. Although, is it weird that her eyes seem to have slightly better... Like, granted, I think it may have done some tweaking as well, but, like, in 3D, it looked a bit more... I can't think of the right word.
Lifelike?
It fit better.
Better than previous trailers, because I'm willing to bet they've been tweaking it since they got the feedback from the first trailer.
Yeah.
Now, if only they could do it for the rest of the body, that'd be great. So again, because all I could think of was like, well, I'm watching Ready Player One again, because it looks exactly the same. But that one could get away with it, because again, it was all a video game, so it makes sense that it looks animated and cartoonish. This one does not have that same excuse, so I don't know. We'll see. And that was the last trailer we got. So any final thoughts for Mission Impossible Fallout?
Definitely check it out. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's worth checking out. So speaking of things I have to check out that apparently worth checking out. We got Teen Titans Go later this week. It's apparently supposed to be like really good.
Yeah.
So go figure how that turned out.
Yeah. I think it's because this is a case. Probably because of the fact that it's much more self-aware now. But then again, also, I mean, it was already kind of weird, but I also don't know how much of the hate for that series is just because it spawned from Teen Titans.
I mean, I've tried watching a few episodes. It's never really worked for me.
Yeah.
So like, it's not a show I'm personally a fan of in
Yeah.
any way.
And
Like,
it's more like...
for me, it is what it is. I was a big fan of the original show too,
Yeah,
but
because, I mean, to be fair, that actually had character development as well.
yeah, this one.
Whereas this is strictly meant for kids.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I get the vitriol that came with it.
Yeah.
Back when it was first starting out, and even then, I kind of had that same trepidation when the movie was announced. Like, really, fucking really. But apparently, they made it work. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. So see you guys later for Teen Titans Go and whatever else is coming out next week. I don't even know. I'll find out later.
Let me look, shall we? Why did I say let me than we? I am so out of it.
Yeah, you and me both.
Fine, I'll go to Flickster. God! Coming out this next week. Oh, 8th grade.
Oh.
And Christopher Robin.
Oh.
And The Spy Who Dumped Me.
Oh.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
I gotta stare at that terrifying Winnie the fucking Pooh face.
I'm a bit more used to it now, just given the
Still
setting.
terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's just take out the voice and just like have him slowly zoom into those beady fucking black eyes, that soulless mouth, that just... I'm gonna fuck you up all over the acre woods. They'll be finding your body all over the 100-acre woods.
One body part for each acre.
Just dub over Venom's lines from the Venom trailer. Eyes, lungs, pancreas.
Drops the body full. The body's dissolving sulfuric acid all over the ground. Oh, bother.
Winnie the Pooh is a serial killer. Alright, so that's all we got.
The ghoul.
Good night, everybody.
Later.